After Tony Ferguson was defeated by Paddy Pimblett at UFC 296, Dana White at the post-fight press conference says that he wants Tony to retire.
Well, listen, when you talk about a skid, right, you look at the guys he fought too, and that plays a factor into it. And how did he look right up until he lost? Tonight, Tony tonight looked like he should retire. Yeah, listen, Tony's been an absolute warrior and a dog in this sport, and I don't want to disrespect him by publicly talking about him retiring, but I would love to see him retire. That's really where my head's at.
Tony has responded to Dana today. He says that he wants Dana to do a lot of shit too. Tony also says that he plans to continue fighting even after this fight against Michael Chiesa.
Dana White said that he wants this to be a last one. After the last one, he said he wanted that to be a last one.
Well, we want Dana to do a lot of last for him too, so I mean, we can't discredit that one either. 170 pounds, I feel comfortable. I don't feel like this is gonna be my last fight. I have to do some extraordinary is what I'm planning to do. So that's why I feel sharp. I did 2 practices already this morning.
Dricus Du Plessis questions why Israel Adesanya is still fighting. Dricus believes that Izzy has already reached the pinnacle of the sport, and he'll never obtain a winning streak like that again. Speaking to Main Event, Dricus said it comes down to seeing the hunger, seeing the fire in someone's eyes, and I don't see that. I can't remember if he explicitly said he's retiring, but he said he's taking off for a couple of months. I don't remember if he said he's retiring, but it almost gave off that, and everybody would have understood that. He did what he had to do in the sport, and he's reached the pinnacle of what he's gonna reach in his career. When it comes to the winning streak, he's never gonna have that streak again. Defending the belt as many times as he did, he doesn't have the time or anything to beat that. So what is he doing this for? I honestly believe that Israel Adesanya's biggest personal achievement other than being champion, and being a great one at that, was getting that win back over Alex Pereira. I think that was in his whole sports career, a big issue for him. Something that he needed to do was beat Alex Pereira and prove himself, and he did it. I think after that fight, that was the last box that he wanted to check off. I think retiring is something he'll do himself. I'm going out there to beat him. Whether he retires or not, that's got nothing to do with me. I'm there to win that fight. Ahead of UFC 304, Robert Whittaker did not have much faith in Belal Muhammad beating Leon Edwards. Rob said that Belal would have to bring something new to the table to win. In the most recent episode of the MM Arcade podcast, Rob gives his reaction to Belal actually winning. Rob thinks the Leon that fought Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington looked vastly different from the Leon that fought Belal over the weekend.
What can I say, man? Because I was surprised. Not surprised. Not that Muhammad surprised me. No, you know what? I was surprised. I was surprised because Leon's last 2 showings against Usman and Colby looked vastly different to the Leon that turned up against Muhammad.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what does that mean? Because I don't want to take away Belal just turning up and honestly dominating Leon Edwards. He belted him in the stand-up. He put that constant pressure, was punching him up, which opened up the double leg. He was doing beautifully. He was beautifully entering into those double legs. Once he had Leon's back to the fence, he'd go under, he'd lock those hands up in that C grip straight away and pull him off the fence and turn him on his head, over and over and over. His single legs over the rounds, he switched to singles, were amazing as well. And he was corralling Leon into that fence positioning. He would only shoot a lot of the time when he saw Leon that didn't have any steps back.
Yeah.
He was doing it masterfully. And, I've got to say, I don't want to take away how good and effective that was against Leon. And why, but I am wondering why Leon had no answer for it.
Renato Moicano responded to Paddy Pimblett calling him out after his victory over Bobby Green at UFC 304. Renato likes the idea of coaching the Ultimate Fighter.
I have a name that everybody wants to see the fight. Renato Moicano!
Paddy Pimblett. Let me tell you something, Paddy Pimblett. Let me tell you something, my brother. I have to say, you did a great job. Congratulations. You beat a very, very good veteran. Bobby Green is a good fighter. Bobby Green is a real fighter. And to be honest with you, you made it look like easy. The submission attempt was very good. The transition from the guillotine to the triangle was very good. Congratulations, you on the top 15. You prove yourself that you deserve to be on the top 15. But let me tell you something, my brother. I accept your challenge and you be my brother. Because Moicano cannot afford to lose. Doesn't matter if he is after Benoit Saint-Denis or before. We can fight next week, 2 weeks from now, doesn't matter, brother. Remember, one time I got a fight with 4-day notice. I can fight you next week and I can beat you. But like you say, I think the Ultimate Fighter is the best thing to do because I think that would be funny and that would be good. Let's go, my brother. Let's go. But let me tell you something, my brother. Don't accept the fight because you will be on trouble.
Earlier this week, Colby Covington claimed that he ran into Dustin Poirier at a steakhouse. Colby says that he looked Dustin in the eye and said, "What's up, bitch? It's on site? Say something. Do something." Colby says that Dustin then just walked out of the restaurant. Dustin Poirier has responded to these claims. Dustin confirms that he did run into Colby. However, he says Colby's story was a complete lie. Dustin said, "Yeah, I saw it when I woke up this morning." Nah, bro, the dude is such a liar. The dude is such a liar. I'm not even going to give him the airtime. It's a lie. We ran into each other, yeah, that's the truth. That's true. But the way he said it went down is completely not true. Prior to UFC 304, Alexander Volkanovski said that he thought Belal Muhammad was a good matchup for him stylistically.
No, this is not disrespectful. Stylistically, Belal, you know what I mean? He's going to be offended by that. But I mean, like, nah, like, I'm not trying to offend you, but that's a fight that I believe I could do.
Belal responded to Volk on the Anik and Florian podcast. Belal tells him to shut up and says he'll smack the hell out of him.
It's a big you to any of your contemporaries that doubted you.
Cry, right? Cry. You guys were talking. You guys were hating. All these guys wanted to come out. Volkanovski, man, yeah, I think Belal's a good matchup for me if I fight him. Shut up, bro. I'll smack the hell out of you. All these guys, right? You go, there's nobody in the UFC that'll beat me. There's nobody in the UFC that I can't look at and tell you my path to victory. I look at all these guys, all these opponents. You keep putting me as the underdog, and I'm going to keep going out there and dominating them. This wasn't a hard fight. It was an easy fight, and I said it was going to be easy.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one says, "Imagine going to buy a motorcycle off Facebook Marketplace, and Sean Strickland comes out and sells you his bike, but then proceeds to start calling you a Nazi for buying it." The second one's in reference to Leon Edwards allegedly working with a sleep specialist prior to UFC 304. It says, "Working with a sleep specialist to give us the best snooze fest of 2024. And the final one's from the Joke 2791. It says, "Come on, Leon, stop pushing the snooze button, son." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.